Hey everybody, my name is Matthew. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Feeling the Change today. I have my notebook again, except this time I taped on here a piece of paper the word relax. And we got a couple faces. We got meh, we got yay, we got nah, and meh. Let's see. I think I want to revisit some of these negative feedback loops that people are stuck in, that I am stuck in. Came up with some solutions last time, which is a good thing. You always want to come up with a solution. You don't just want to journal a problem and just toss it in the maybe later bin, you know? We'll get to that later. No, no, let's try and fix it now. Let's see. Where is it? Let's see. Next page? Here it is. Okay. So we had school loop, college loop, which is continuation of the school loop, job loop. For me personally, disability tinnitus loop. And then I added a whole bunch of tinnitus related loops that are all loud noise. Motorcycle gangs, pickup trucks, dump trucks, hot rod cars, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, random gunshots and explosions, endless lawnmower, false faith, false religion, wish loops, oh man, family stress loop, health issues in general. Let's see. Crappy, corrupt, lawless, fake society and money printing. And we went to that. That's pretty deep. Endless lies. And oh, here we go. The basic premise of all these loops is obey, consume, and don't think. And obviously the opposite is disobey, stop consuming, and think. So... And then number 20 was end the negative loops by any means necessary. So yeah. So what are we going to write about today on the blank page? It's basically whatever's bothering you, whatever you want to resolve. I haven't even planned a topic. All right? So I'm just going to sit here and think for a minute and breathe. All right, slowly in and out, and we're gonna come up with something together. All right, maybe it's not something with me personally, but maybe it's something just in general. We'll find out after I'm done doing a couple breaths. So, and I want you to do the breaths too. Try and breathe slowly. If anything, I still breathe a little fast, but here we go. So. All right, so we had 3 good breaths there, and now we're going to start. And the first thing that popped in my head is something that's actively bothering me, my jaw. Along with the tinnitus, I have some TMJ issues going on. My jaw is like tense and whatnot. So let's start with that. That is a negative loop that has been going on in my life for a really, really long time. We'll put that as number 1 here for today. And jaw tension. Now, why did this start for me? So this actually started from long time ago, I had a very large, like, overbite. Like, my jaw was like pretty far back, and my teeth are like way over. They're not. They're not right now, but I could probably. It was much further back. My jaw had to move forward with braces like forever ago, when I was younger. And that was always a source of tension. Like, just in school, I was trying to hide that fact and keep my mouth shut and keep my jaw forward, because people would bring it up. All right, and when you're in school and you have anything wrong with you, if you stand out in any way, somebody is going to be picking on you relentlessly. Okay, that's how children are. It's I guess you could call it tribalism to an extent, or norming, or I guess you could call it bullying if you want to as well. But if you stood out, even if you had like a weird shirt that day, you would get picked on, because children are like, I don't know, being among children is crazy. They will just eat at you for anything, or like pick at you for anything. It's so jaw tension, and it started from actual physical jaw problem. My jaw was too far back. So jaw too far back. So that made me tense about it. That made me monitor my jaw a lot. But then the solution, get braces. So I got braces. All right, so I got braces. Now, braces came with its own problem. My gums swelled up a whole bunch, and I actually damaged one of the gums in front of my mouth, and I had to get surgery after the braces were removed to fix that, which, I don't know, that was me being super OCD about my swelling gums, and like, I can't remember what I did, if I was like picking at it with my finger, like I was angry at it or something ridiculous, or I flossed really hard and got it. I can't remember the exact scenario where it happened, but I ended up damaging my gums and I had to get surgery. So I had to get surgery, gum surgery. Okay. So that's a lot from a jaw issue, isn't it? You go from like having a jaw that's too far back to getting braces to having gum surgery, and then you're made fun of from the jaw too far back. You're made fun of from the braces. You're called brace face, and these are really minor feedback loops. You can ignore it, or if you need to, you can literally just tell somebody to shut up. Tons of people have braces. Shut up. And if they really push at you and they won't relent, you may have to get into a fist fight. But this level of negative feedback loop is easily fixable. You can do it. I fixed it. I didn't have to ever get into a fight with somebody just because so many people had braces around me. It was so normal. Even if you were conscientious about it, it was so normal. So many people had braces. It just, my level of conscientiousness just kind of faded away after a certain point, because I knew eventually the braces were going to end after a couple of years. However, after the braces were over, I started grinding my teeth. So the solution resulted in a negative of grinding my teeth. If anything, I kind of think that happened before the braces. It's a little hard to remember. The teeth grinding probably went on for a long time. So I think the teeth grinding is my subconscious, like, relieving stress or maybe compounding stress because you're grinding your teeth like out of anger and frustration. So I do wonder what that anger and frustration is. And I'm hoping I eventually get a flashback memory of what it was. I haven't yet. Like, I'm 40 years old and I still don't know why I grind my teeth. But I guarantee you, and I know for a fact, that I didn't always grind my teeth, and there is some cause. I just don't know what stress trigger caused it. So it feels like an unresolvable problem, but if I lower my stress in general, it'll probably go away. That's the working theory anyway. So, now how did I fix grinding my teeth? Well, I got a night guard. Night guard. I gotta tell you, I have ground the living crap out of that night guard, and I probably need to get a new one soon. I just didn't get one last time I was at the dentist. I was like, do I really want to spend like $900 right now? I didn't want to spend $900 right now. But I'm pretty sure the next time I go to the dentist, I'll just be like, hey, can we do this while I'm here? Just do it. I'll pay the $900. This thing is close to worn out. It's just, I remember the last one, and it's the one I have now is so worn down, like my mouth just is easily closable with it. But the last one, it's so thick, it's supposed to keep your mouth open. So it's like this. All right. And I was putting like Vaseline on my gums, and I'm very sure that's bad for you just because of how I was breathing, and it just props your mouth open. It's a weird thing to have. I've actually had multiple night guards, so this is the third. No, let's see. This is the. Yeah, this is actually technically the third one, because I had a retainer and a plastic piece after the braces, and I ground that to nothing, and I had to get a night guard, and then I got this one, so it's the third one, and now I have to get a fourth one. But I'm hoping again to resolve that problem by reducing stress. And since I don't know the root cause of me grinding my teeth, I'm going to have to put down meditate and self-reflection. Meditate, self-reflection. Because there has to be an answer somewhere. There has to be something bugging me in my subconscious mind that's, I grind my teeth every night. There has to be something. I don't know what it is. But eventually, I'm hoping it pops into my mind. I'm hoping. So, this is a toughie, because it's technically not resolvable because I don't know the cause, but it's potentially resolvable if I use a broad enough brush, all right, and just sweep the stress away and fix every other problem in my life. And maybe if I hit enough buttons, like boop 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 boop, I'll eliminate the problem and it'll go away. But yeah, jaw tension is a long standing negative feedback loop, and I've had it since middle school, so it's been decades. And what's worse is my jaw actually snapped and a muscle like ripped in my jaw at one point. So and that never got fixed because I sat in an MRI machine with this giant needle, plastic tube needle, for an hour getting an MRI. And you know what that dentist told me after reviewing the MRI? Oh, there's nothing wrong with your mouth. What do you mean there's nothing wrong with my mouth? Like my jaw is popping. My ringing is worse. It hurts. Like, it doesn't hurt now. It's just like the ringing. But like, damn. And this is coming from someone with tinnitus who does not want to get into an MRI machine ever again unless it's absolutely necessary. Because I gotta tell you, this whole ringing thing, crazy stuff. You don't want it in your life. But we're on jaw tension, and even that's related though. It's related. Oh wow. What have I tried for this? I have tried muscle relaxers. I have tried numbing patches on my face. Numbing patches. What else have I tried? I have tried heat on my face, just like a heating blanket type thing on my face. So, heating blanket. I've tried icing my face constantly. I've done that. So, ice on my face. Say. But the muscle relaxers actually caused another problem because a muscle snapped like right here, so I can't take those anymore. Oh, that's crazy. So another solution I tried caused another problem. Let's see. Whew. I have tried a huge number of solutions on this. I'm pretty sure I took antidepressants for it because there's some weird scenario between tinnitus and antidepressants and this that somehow it'll fix it, like brain chemistry wise. So I'm put down antidepressants. I've actually gone to therapy for the tinnitus too, which is directly related to the jaw issue. So therapy. And I gotta tell you, I feel like I've tried a bunch of things and none of them have helped. So I'm pretty much back to reducing stress and meditating and self-reflection to end the negative feedback loop. I feel like that's the only thing that's going to work. So, and you really have to go with your feelings here. And that is, let's see if there's anything else like jaw tension related. Oh yeah. I was holding my jaw shut for the longest time to try and stop the ringing, and it worked. And people would tell me I talked through my teeth. Which that probably just caused more jaw tension, but it worked at the same time. So, positive, negative there. The short term gains for holding my jaw together, but probably long term, the muscle got so tight it snapped. So I'm just gonna write down holding my jaw, holding it. So. This is just a massively ending, cascading problem that has just been going on and on and on and on and on. I've been sticking band-aids on it for as long as I can remember. And I can tell you, it's just like, bam! It feels like a bullet wound. It really does. But, I don't know. Let's see. I'm very hopeful that stress reduction, meditating, and self-reflection will actually cause healing in my life. And also to add on top of that, I have been, as another solution, exploring spirituality. So, exploring spirituality. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. I have been writing. You need to write. Okay, that's the whole point of this exercise, is to write out your problems, write out your negative feedback loops, write out solutions that you have tried, and if you have more solutions to try, write them down. If you have no solution, keep thinking till you come up with one. Okay? I guess you could phone a friend. You could try phoning a friend and talking to people. That does help. Search the internet for a solution. There's probably something out there. But don't be completely reliant on other people and searching for things. You really should come up internally with your own solution. It's important that you do that. All right? You can search and search and search and search forever, but you have to try it, actually do it, and see what happens. Okay? So, exploring spirituality. I haven't really been meditating that much. I've mostly been focusing on trying to get enough sleep, which is difficult because of the ringing, because of where I live, because of my roommate situation where they don't go to bed. Okay? And I'm going to bed at 12 o'clock every night because they stay up till 12 o'clock every night. And today, now it's hot. And I don't have central AC. And we haven't put the air conditioners in the windows yet because after like the next 2 days, it's going to go back to being 60 degrees or something, 60, 70 degrees. So, but today it is 88 and crispy. Oof. That's why I'm doing this in my studio, also known as my car, that has air conditioning running, and I don't care about the gas burning up. I really don't. So let's see. In fact, I would love the price of gas to keep going up. Because I am totally cool with the whole economy crashing. Just burning down around us. Because the way things are is you can only really focus on yourself and your community, and the nation is not savable. It's not. That was a bit of a tangent. I went over that in the last video too, but back to exploring spirituality. So I remember my dreams at nighttime as best I can. Sometimes I'll only get like a sentence or two. Last night's dream was 2 robot android girls vying for my attention. It was a little off-putting. I don't know what to make about it. It wasn't a sex dream either. They were fully clothed. I feel like I was in a medical bay somewhere, like on a spaceship. So, yeah. But that's pretty much all I remember from that dream. Like, I literally got up, flipped my computer on, and tried to start writing it down. That's not always the best thing. Sometimes you do have to sit and like try and hard remember before you get up and kind of get it into your short-term memory. Like get like thinking. Then you go, oh, and then you go start writing. Which I gotta probably get back into that because I done that before and it does work better. But I'm always concerned that I'm going to start losing it. So that's why I kind of get up. But I can tell you for sure, if you lay there and think about it for a minute and don't immediately get up, you will retain more and it'll stay in your short-term memory. Like you'll pull it out of the dream realm, which is vies into spirituality. Because when you're sleeping, supposedly you can go beyond the dream realm to other layers of reality. So I haven't done that recently. I'm still working on the whole remembering the dreams and reducing stress and getting enough sleep. If anything, getting enough sleep by itself is a big enough problem. which is again resolved by me moving and living somewhere else. But if you are familiar with the United States housing crisis, you know how difficult that is. And if you live in the Northeast, you know how crazy it is. $400,000 for a starter home. That alone gives me jaw tension. It's like crazy. So yeah. So I'm continuing to make strides on exploring spirituality. All right, with the hope that if I actually do that, I will uncover another way to heal myself. Because you can tap into the Akashic record of information. Many people have said this online. You can tap into otherworldly powers and actually do things in your life, and like other people do, like remote viewing, for example. I've seen remote viewers in action. I've seen psychics in action, and it's very, very real. So you can't discount that there is a spiritual fix for what is going on in your life. All right. So, and if you want to call it magic, you can just call it magic. It's fine. But it's your own independent power. We all have this independent spiritual power, and we can all heal ourselves. We just have to be able to tap into that. And I am ready to tap into that spiritual power. Like, give me some of that. I want that. Heal me up, heal me up, heal me up. All my ailments. Get it done. So, jaw tension. What else? I think that's about it for jaw tension, honestly. I told you the problem is a negative loop in my life. I've repeatedly tried to fix the problem. I've gone to many doctors. I've tried many treatments. I keep throwing things at this negative loop. The only thing is, like I said earlier, it might be a symptom of another problem I'm unaware of. And that's the hard part. But never give up. And I'm going to end that there. Never give up, all right? Keep trying. Relax for a little bit, all right? Give up for a week, all right? Do nothing about it for a week. Then get back on trying. You can't give up forever, because what are you going to do? Like roll over and die, right? That's coming eventually. So, and if you don't try and fix your problems, you stay in the negative loops and you stay in depression. And that's a terrible thing. So keep working on yourself. Keep trying to fix your problems. And yeah. Use this notebook method, because it really lets you think and review. All right? And you could look back at it like tomorrow. Well, I tried this, this, and this, and this, and this. And maybe tomorrow, something new will pop into your head. You never know. You never know. So, all right. So I'm going to close this notebook up, and we are done. And this is the outro. Relax. Just for fun. Just for fun. Thinking all the next videos, I'll just point to the faces. Boop, 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 boop. Relax. Alright, so that is your notebook solution for the day. That is your negative feedback loop you're trying to end. I heavily encourage you to do the same. And one more time, this is not a journaling exercise. Journaling is filing your problems away and not doing anything about them. All right? This is a writing exercise to actually end the negative things in your life, end the negative feedback loops. And for all intents and purposes, by any means necessary. All right? Make your own choices. All right? I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm not. You make your own choices, you have your own consequences. Positive and negative consequences, or maybe something in between, who knows. But make your own choices. Think for yourself. Very important. Disobey authority that's telling you to do stupid things. Very important. And stop consuming. If right now you are like consuming some extruded glorp and it has like 10 million ingredients on it, you should reconsider your life. All right? There are healthier alternatives out there. You just have to try. Like this. Try. Do something. Do something. All right, that's enough. This has been Matthew over at Feeling the Change Today, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.